ഗുഡ് മോർണിംഗ്. ഇന്ന് നമ്മുടെ കൂടെ ഉള്ളത് വളരെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ഒരു അതിഥിയാണ്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ പേര് പ്രസന്നരാജ് IMS. അദ്ദേഹം ഇന്ത്യൻ മിഷണറി സൊസൈറ്റിയുടെ സുപ്പീരിയർ ജനറൽ ആണ്. അദ്ദേഹവുമായി നമുക്ക് സംസാരിക്കാം. Father, what inspired you to become a priest?
Yeah, it's a good question. And first of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me for this interview. And that is a good opportunity for me to speak about myself and also my person as a priest as well. So it's a good question that you have asked. What inspired you to be a priest or choose this vocation in life? To be frank with you, I think I grew up in a very devout family. I have seen my parents going to church, praying and so on all the time. You know, they have their family prayer, morning prayer, evening prayer, daily going to church and so on. So that's what I have seen. So something special there I felt, and then they're going to, church for, you know, for peace, love, and care, etc. So that was the kind of thing I have seen in my life as a child. So I too grew up praying and supporting each other and all that. And I also learned the lessons of sharing, caring and understanding, helping my own family members and so on. So that was one of the first levels of my interest in spiritual life, you know. And you used to see the parish priest offering mass and so on. And that was an attraction for me as well. So I always wanted to be something like him and so on. Very nice and very prayerful, very respectful, very affectionate and all that. So I've seen that. So I thought this may be a good way of life and I would like to be like that. So that was one of the things. Second thing is, another thing that I would like to share with you is once when I was praying to Mother Mary, I used to actually pray to Mother Mary. On Saturdays, there is a special prayer for perpetual prayer to intercessory prayers to Mother Mary. So I used to attend that on every Saturday whenever there is no school and so on. So I used to pray there. And once when I was going for catechism classes, there was a heavy storm and rain and thundering and all that. So I was praying so that I may not fall sick or, get drowned in the water and so on. So I kept on praying, Mother Mary. I completely got drenched and wet in the water, in the rain and so on. And when I reached back home, usually I get sick very fast, very quickly. I used to fall sick for any weather changes and so on. But that day, I did not have any problem at all. The next day I got up and I was quite okay. So I thought it was Mother Mary who, protected me, gave me good health, and she did not allow me to fall sick and so on. So the next day I was able to go to school. So that was one of the feelings that I have had, and that made me more devout, more prayerful and so on. So like that. Then I used to be altar boy also in the church later on. Then after the 10th class, 10th class examination, after 4 examinations, I got chicken pox. I had to complete two more examinations. But that examination I could not attend because chicken pox. So I was at home and I was so disappointed. My God, why this has happened to me? I could have done the exam and then passed the examination and all. And that day, one wonderful thing happened. Miraculous thing, I should say, because the question papers were leaked out. So that 2 examinations were not conducted. It came only after 2 months. So I thought it was a great blessing. And I thought it was Mother Mary who again helped me to, go ahead in my life. And she wanted me to be a priest perhaps. So then I wrote the examination after 2 months of gap. So then I could get through the examination and I passed the 10th class. And right after that, then my parish priest said, yeah, there are some, organizations, religious congregations we can choose, or we can choose the diocese and all that. And finally, somehow I decided to join this particular congregation, and that's how I am here. Besides, the school days, we used to have vacation camps where priests used to come and explain about their organization, their congregation, their society, and all that. So, one which attracted me was Don Bosco's congregation. I was very much touched by his life, his activities, his love for young people, youth, and so on. So I started to read his books and so on. So I was very much inspired. Yeah, I also would like to be something like that, to serve the young, serve the poor, serve the vulnerable, and all that. So finally, I came up with the decision. Yes, this is the life I need to choose, and God has been directing me various ways, and I chose to go to, to become a priest, and that's the kind of little short story about my vocation to priesthood and also my initial faith journey. Yeah.
What was the biggest turning point in your faith journey?
Yeah. I said some of the things already. Faith journey in the sense, my family was one of the things that gave me the foundation to be devout, be honest, to be serviceable, good to others, compassionate, and all these things. So that itself was, I think, a turning point in my life. And also this different juncture, I have taken the right decisions to, be a priest as well as a servant of God. But there was one incident which took place right after my ordination. Again, I was very badly affected by one thing. And that time I thought really it is not for me. Maybe God is still testing me and all that. There was in one of the missions I was working, and a lot of thieves and robbers came and beat me up and broke my head, broke my hand, broke, beat up my back and all that. So there was a very bad experience. And at that time, I thought I should quit and go. Maybe God doesn't want me to uh, continue this life or something. I don't know why God is stopping me from me. But when I looked at my previous life journey, my past life, I thought God has been protecting me all the way. So many levels, God has been protecting me, leading me, giving me the kind of direction. So I thought this also may be another way of God is leading me towards life, towards perfection, towards spirituality, towards faith, and so on. So I took it positively, even though initially I was discouraged and I was feeling very bad about my health situation and all that. But I picked up courage and then carried on. And then I, step by step, grew up much more than before. I felt that even though I got beaten up and broken my bones, I felt I have better health now than before. That is another miraculous, blessing from the Lord, I felt. So I can't complain about my health now, even though there are, pinpricks of health issues, but it's not so much to be said because I am strong, I am healthy, I can walk around, I can go to places, and I can do all what I need to do. So therefore, God has been protecting me. God has been leading me. God has been giving the direction, and He has been, promoting me further. And in the society also, I was very much wanted by the people, the members of the congregation. They gave me education. They sent me the specialization. They gave me lots of opportunities to study, learn, and specialize. So that was another blessing. So I thought God is continuing His miraculous way of, leading me forward. So this is kind of turning point, as you said. Then a particular thing I will not be able to say, but so many different ways God has been leading. So the turning point in the sense that I could have left and gone away because of the experiences that I have had. Instead, I took a big decision to stay on from that incident especially. Otherwise, would have been shattered completely because disappointed because I was partly, affected. So turning point there to stay strong, stay awake, be aware of what you are, and God is with you. Yeah.
What should we do when we feel our prayers are not answered?
That's a very good question again. All young people ask, or even most people ask, why my prayers are not answered. So that is a very, and in fact, it is a kind of unreasonable question because the very fact you are here or we are here, I'm here, you are here, is a miracle. Is the God's grace that you are here, isn't it? It is God's grace that you are protected, happy, healthy, peaceful, doing your work well. Every day you get up with a new vision, new idea, new life. It is God's grace. Otherwise, it would have been gone. No? If God was not there, God has not been protecting you, etc., what would happen? You're not there. So, without asking, God is giving you everything that you need. God knows better than you, right? Better than me. My God knows what you need. And He's giving you without asking. But you might have asked, I want to get good marks in my examination, so please help me. You see? But God has already decided to give you good marks, whether you study or not study. But so He is giving. For example, if you take the records of your life, you will see how many blessings you have received already. You have not asked for it, but you have received already. So God, we don't have to ask at all. Every prayer is a thanksgiving. It is not just asking God, give me, give me, give me. No. God knows what He needs you. So therefore He is giving also. If you look at, you've got good parents, right? You will appreciate your parents. My God, I have good parents. I have life today. I have good health. I have a good opportunity to study. These are all great blessings, graces, and your prayers are already answered. You understand, no? So we all think that God is not answering my prayers. No, it's not. Every prayer is a thanksgiving. Every intercession that you make, God, thank you for this, And he takes note of all what you're asking as well. Eventually, all those things will be also provided, given. So let us not have that misunderstanding that God is not answering our prayers, because though no negativity before God. God is not answering. No, God is answering. All the time He is answering. Continuously He is answering our questions. Now you understand what I have said, what it means to pray. Prayer is a recognition of God's presence with us and around us. The very moment you pray, tomorrow I have got examination. I have to pray well. I have to study well. I have to write well. I have to get a good rank and so on. You see, God will give to you, provided you work hard. You are given the intelligence, you are given the capacity, you have all faculties for you to work hard. Now, when I sit at the desk and sleep and not working hard, still can you ask for a greater reward? You cannot ask, isn't it? So you need to put your heart and soul and study well, and then you will get. So God has given you the life for really to work hard and make the most of your life. And then That's a blessing. Yeah.
How can we start a day in a spiritually positive way?
So first of all, when you rise, day begins, right? And when do we really thank God for the life that is unfolded? That morning has come, and you are still with life coming out of your bedroom. So that is to be recognized, to be aware of God's presence within you. Okay? And your question is how we can begin a day, right? So, how can we begin? First of all, thanking God. You have given me another day. Thank you. Good morning. Are your mommy and daddy coming up and you say good morning? You see? So, good day for you all and wishing good day for everybody. So, this way, you start the day with gratitude. And then you spend a little time setting your own emotions, your own needs, your own physical and psychological and spiritual, you know, aspects of your life, spiritual aspects. So you'll spend a few minutes in prayer, meditation, and other activities like you can do yoga, you can do some exercise, you can go for a walk. What do you need in the morning to be more active, to be motivated? So your day is begun that way. Then you know what are the things you need to do. Previous day itself, you need to prepare for the next day. First of all, before going to bed, you would say to yourself, I need good dreams, I need good sleep, I need a good morning and another day, and all that. You put yourself into a positive, what you call a positive attitude within yourself. Perhaps you may be doing it already when you go to bed, thanking for the day. Now, give me a good sleep, give me good dreams, and then to see another morning. You see, so you already prepare yourself, and you have a beautiful physical, mental, and spiritual atmosphere already. So with that, your morning begins. And when you begin the morning, also you thank God for the wonderful sleep, thank for your parents, thank for the day, and you set a plan for the day. And allow me, God, to fulfill all those things I am planning for the day. I need to study well. I need to be good to my companions, my classmates, your peer groups, your teachers, and all those whom you meet. Some good deeds I will do today. I will try to help one of the, group mates whom I feel I need to help. I will always be compassionate towards others. These are some of the things that you can decide in the morning itself. Make a plan for the day. If you make it each day, wonderful it will be. Your life will be such a powerful life, such a motivated person, and your, results in your life will be much, much greater. So, how to begin a day is more or less this is what you need to do. You understand? Yeah.
What spiritual advice would you give to someone who dealing with anxiety or stress?
Anxiety and stress, these are two things most people go through, whether it is a small child, whether it is a adult or seniors, So these things are daily experience. Now, anxiety and stress, one thing is important, that is to really relax itself. As we have a plan for the day, things will be more or less stress-free. When you don't have a plan, especially at work, you will be more stressful. When you don't study and when you get bad marks, you will be stressful. You'll be full of anxiety. So, in order to avoid that, first of all, hard work. First of all, being very honest with yourself and recognize your own powers within yourself, and then achieving your goals every day. You set a goal for the day and you try to achieve that on a daily basis. So anxiety is worry about the future. Anxiety or stress may be because of overwork. You're not sleeping well. You are not dealing with your emotions properly, and so on can be a reason for having anxiety and stress. So anxiety, it is a psychological condition which attacks the person, psychologically, mentally, physically, spiritually. You lose your future. You lose. You get so much disappointed and all that. So relaxation is very important. Very important. Along with the relaxation, you also work on your anxiety. What am I worried about? What is making me stressful? Is it thinking about the future, or it is thinking about the past life? Maybe you have not done enough hard work in the past. Definitely, you'll become listless. You become very anxious because you are not achieving anything in your life. So I would say start working on that day onwards. The day I'm feeling anxious, stressful, continue to work hard, continue to put down your plans and trying to achieve them day by day. Every day's goal is fulfilled and so on. So that is one of the ways of getting yourself reduced and become calm, become peaceful, become very relaxed. That possibility is there. Then, of course, you can also approach counselors. You can get help from psychological counseling or spiritual counseling and so on. If it is too much of a trouble for you, too much it is affecting your life, too much it is affecting your future of your company and so on, it is very important that you work on it. Yeah. So you understood how anxiety comes in our lives. It is all because of our own lack of, uh, positive thinking, our own lack of hard work, our own lack of taking one day at a time, So then it will increase thinking about future, thinking about past. We are not present, living in the present situation. So we need to make that person to come to the present moment. You are not lost anything. You have everything with you. You have your capacities. You have your intelligence. You have what your spirituality. Everything is there. It is in your hand. You can take it and use them. You will be anxious free. You will be stress free.
How can families stay strong in faith in today's world?
Today's world is very stressful, right? So much of attractions from outside. A lot of modern attractions are there. Life is not like earlier days, so highly mechanized. Uh, the world is becoming more and more fast, and it is very difficult to cope with that situation. Anxiety. So we, as persons of uh, positive thinking, we need to sit and relax. That's very important. A lot of people have no time to relax. For example, when they come home 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the night, and then they have to have their food and so on. And by the time they sleep, it will be very late in the night, and they have to get up in the morning as well. By 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, they have to get up and then be ready for the next day's programs. If they have children, it will be much more difficult. So they need to organize their time. Time organization is very important. Time management is so important for families because they have a very limited time. 24 hours is there, but we are not managing well, and therefore we become very unsuccessful in managing family life, job aspects, plus social life and all other activities. So time management, I would say, one of the things that you need to do, especially the families who are working and managing the family. So they will become very anxious, very stressful because they are not able to manage the time. You can only take what you can. You cannot, uh, you know, uh, do something that you cannot, because it's very, what do you call, stressful. Therefore, what you can achieve in a day's time should be taken first, and accordingly you manage. So management of time is very important. Managing your spirituality is very important. Managing your physical needs is very important. uh, Physical needs are not taken care by people who work, especially, yeah, going out, working in the companies, working in schools, working in hospitals. They become very stressful. So we need time to relax. At least 5 minutes a day, sit down quietly, relax, and know what you are, what's going on within you, etc. So I would say to all those people who are going through this kind of difficulties, spending time for relaxation, spending time for exercise, self-care, for example. Your own self-care is very important. Then less anxiety will be there, less worry will be there, stress will be comparatively reduced. So these things are to be given very important place in the life of our day-to-day life, especially.
Many young people struggle with their faith. What advice would you give them?
Uh, I already answered this question earlier. In fact, see, many people think in terms of getting something. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. Why should I go to church? I'm not getting anything. Why should I go to a temple and pray to a God? So this kind of things are. One thing is, when you are growing age, you have lots of questions. So you need guidance. You need a mentor. Someone has to mentor you to uh, take right decisions in your lives. And lots of things are there in the society today. There is addictions like mobile or internet or drugs and alcohol. All these kind of things are so common, and young children also are affected today. So uh, we need to watch what is going on outside, and they should not become addicted to these things. Once, and then, as I said, mentoring is an important thing. Counseling is an important thing for young people to show them the correct direction in their lives. What is good and what is bad. Yeah. So recognizing good and bad, evil and good, is difficult for young people. So if you recognize this bad, then I will not choose drugs. I will not go for alcohol. I will not go for bad company. I will not go for unusual or overuse of internet, mobile, etc. Full time, busy, busy, busy. So that kind of things can be avoided, and therefore you can become more directed, more goal oriented, more purposeful in your life.
What is your daily spiritual routine?
Yeah, my spiritual routine is like early getting up. Now, as of now, I do a lot of exercise in the very beginning of the day. You know, otherwise I would not have been sitting here with you. I would have been gone far before, because I do a kind of systematic exercise, a strict regimen I'm following for keeping myself alive. Like exercise is very important. I've been always doing what you call yoga and so on, and also a lot of sports I used to do. So I've been more or less keeping well and having good health and so on. Of course, age-related things are coming up one by one. That is unavoidable. But a lot of things can be uh, reduced. A lot of our life can be prolonged, or longevity could be improved by doing all these exercises, especially for the body, sustaining your health. So I do that in the very beginning of the day itself. As far as possible, I think in a week's time, at least uh, 4 to 5 days, I regularly exercise. Okay, so that is one thing, my spiritual exercise. Second thing is spiritual activity, being a religious and all, we need to do our prayers. So that also I do. Morning, little meditation, a few minutes of meditation, a few minutes of prayer. Then we have got the Eucharistic celebration. All that is there. That goes on a daily routine. Then we have got office hours where I have to meet people. I have to uh, do my office work, correspondence, and all that. So that is another thing. In between, I also I try, what tell to myself, I should not be angry with anybody. There will be a lot of different types of people meeting me and so on. Or there are so many stressful things will come, difficult decisions to be made and so on. It becomes hard. So I always tell to myself, self-talk. Oh my God, I should not get angry. I should not be disappointed. There will be so many negative vibes coming. So be careful. So I just try to warn myself, and that helps me a lot. Not to be agitated, not to be stressful, not to be reactive, and all. And so I try to respond to people in a better way. So that takes care of that. So then, of course, I have the usual breakfast and all, very light breakfast I take. Then I have also lunch, and then, of course, evening meal. And also now I much more regulated sort of food I take, because I try to reduce the intake much less than before, and reducing my weight as well. So I organized in such a way everything goes well. So starting with the exercise, yoga, and prayer, then come to the office and do the office work, then have a midday break, then we have got evening up to 5. I sit in the office, and then I close the office. I take time off for myself so that I can deal with my own issues. I find some time for myself to recognize what went on, and then to see what is good, what is bad, what I should throw it out in order, instead of becoming. So I do all that after that. I don't attend many phone calls after 5 o'clock in the evening, and then I go for my own personal needs, exercise, and so on in the evening hours. And then we have got also evening prayer and so on. Evening also we spend some time in prayer, etc. And then of late, I have decided to go to bed early, and by 9:30, off to bed. Yeah. So that is how my daily routine goes now. Yeah.
What final spiritual message would you like to give everyone watching?
Yeah. First of all, the need of spirituality, each one has to recognize, because the human being is both body, mind, and spirit. And therefore, in order to uh, make a balanced personality, we need spirituality. So spirituality would mean being good to yourself, first of all. Secondly, being good to others, and then doing all that is good for the entire universe. So wishing the best for everyone. You know, morning onwards, you should have that feeling. I need to be good to myself. I need to be good to others as well. Whomever I meet, I will be wishing them the best. Happiness, peace, love, care, attention, affection, and so on. I will try to give. So these things you do, it will be a great thing for you. And tell yourself you are a God's child, and you are, working for the spread of God's love in and around you. So it is possible. All the activities. Now, for example, you study well, you are doing God's work, right? If you are doing your work well, you are doing God's work, isn't it? If you sit lazily there, then it will be devil's work, right? So I decide to do this because I have lots of gifts given by God. I can sing, I can dance, I can play music, I can do sports, I can walk around, I can read, write intellectually and physically and spiritually. I can grow, etc. It's all there within you. So power is within you. The power that you need to recognize. That power should not be put under the bed. Take it out, use it, go forward, live your life, be positive.
That's all. Thank you so much, Father.
Thank you, Angelina. Okay, shall we stand up? So, God bless you. I'm so glad to be with you this morning. And I try to speak something that would be helpful for you, for others who watch. And I wish you all the best. God bless you. You're a young little girl who is aspiring to be a great personality in the future. And I'm sure that you will make it. And it is with you, it is within you. And God has given you the power. And He will do it. And He will lead you forward. God bless you.
Thank you.